Talking about Reddit, we'll have some talk to do, and I will explain you and give you the more information about the comments that I had and the idiots and idiots that they decided to vote against my comment. Can I see the votes on this one? No. You usually see if it's rated up or down. View all comments. 22 points. Alright, let's find mine. -5. My comment triggered people, right? We're gonna see the negatives on this post over here. Let me show you. Let's go all the way up, because we have some serious issues over here. LOL, this post is going to get eaten alive, but here I go. I kinda wanted to turn the tables for a moment and say I really appreciate the work the devs are doing, burning away some of their holidays, getting shit on left and right. We are talking about Atlas. This game will be amazing. I can only imagine how the devs feel with the negative. Bumpy stat, hell yeah. Did they destroy your life? Nope. Sometimes kindness goes a long way. That being said, let the hate flaming start. And that's the quality of brain cells we have over here. People that they saying, hey, they gave us a shitty game that is literally unplayable, literally few days before Christmas. But hey, let's not hate them. Let's clap them and tell them that they did an amazing job with that horrible game, and not hate them because it's Christmas and they are spending their time that they decided to launch a game in an alpha stage just before Christmas. For what? For money. But it's okay. Don't hate them. Don't hate them. They didn't. No. I'm sure in the future it's gonna be a good game. I'm sure, right? Oh my goodness. Got me triggered so much, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say a few things. When I posted my comment, it was 11 hours, was literally, a couple of hours, was few comments, right? Few comments, nothing more. Let's go over there. Let's jump into it. I want to get to the negatives. This guy over here got -13. Wait, what? Back. Says -13. He did even worse than me. Where is he? -15. That's the comment. I said the same thing a few days ago and got eaten to absolute hell. I'm glad people's mood seems to have changed. I kind of figured everyone was just mad because of the shitty launch. Then everybody just hopped on the hate bandwagon and went around taking shit on their game sub before they even played the game. Not really. People do play the game. They did play the game, and they shit on them for how bad it was. This guy, -62. They have been communicating like crazy the past couple of days, every couple of hours, giving updates on what's going on. -62 on this comment over here. So that wasn't the comment that got the minus. That was the comment that got the minus. Guess what? Is it gonna be a positive or is it gonna be a negative? This guy tried to be positive towards a shitty game, and then this guy probably he called them out, right? Let's go. Oh no, have you read the responses? Everyone is still pissed, and obviously we suggest your corporate apologies attitude. These devs blow dick and they should be punished. They are so bad they had to steal the idea for Ark and got used losing millions of dollars. That even doesn't make sense, but I kinda get what he's trying to say. That it was a money grab, right? Let's go to this guy. That's how low we sank, that we have to get grateful that the devs are communicating. Guess what? That is the absolute minimum right now. The game is nowhere near ready. It's not even nowhere near early access. Minus 62 points. People defending shitty games. And we are expecting, moving to 2019, to have a better games, right? That's the quality of people that we have over here. Minus 62 point of someone calling them out for their bullshit. No. They get a defense on this one. It's early access. We're gonna get to mine in a little bit, because I was fucking ranting. After that one, I was like blown away from the response of the people. The biased people. And yes, I am emotional right now, but guess what? You will be too after losing 3 days of progress, including 2 bases and a tuner, because half your team could not connect to the server when we got attacked. Fuck this shit. And I agree. You pay the game to play it. Alpha, beta, whatever. It's out for sale. You pay for it and you expect to get some sort of delivery. Connection issues, server issues, performance issues, they don't get a pass. They don't. That is a standard. You release a game, you expect it to play correctly with few bugs, which is alright. Be able to enter the server with no problem, like the core mechanics of the game, logging into the game and not getting kicked out, and be able to go from point A to point B without dying randomly from random shit, right? He go fucking hate, man. Alright, let's go to mine. I wanna get to mine. I have minus 5 points. I guess people didn't see my comment. Okay. Should I read the previous message as well that was related to that? No, I think I just posted it. And I gave a very, very, very good example. Listen to this one. When you go and buy a coffee and they put 10 spoons of coffee instead of 2, you go back and you throw it to them, demanding a new one because you paid for it. And you expected a nice warm coffee with a nice consistency. That's my example, right? You paid for the coffee. You get a bad coffee. So you go back to them, telling them, hey, my coffee is not good. Either give me my money back or make me an actual good coffee for the money that I paid. And it's a really good example to make you understand that it doesn't matter if it's an alpha, a beta, or whatever stage. The minute you put a bounty in front of the game, money in front of the game, and you allow people to pay for the game, they are expecting a game, right? They have the right. They gave you their money. That's common sense. Moving. When you pay for a game, no. They get a pass. I believe we forgot about testers. If you guys know about those, if you ever heard of those. Yeah, those that companies paid to test their game before release. And when it was finally released, it was full launch, not alpha and beta. Oh, the old good days. And when devs were treating gamers with dignity and respect. 2018, they are giving us a pile of poop with a cherry on top, telling us bon appetit. Sorry, but someone had to say this. Bless Online, Fallout, Atlas, Diablo, Walking Dead, Ark DLCs, Battlefield, Sea of Thieves, and a few others that I haven't played because motherfucking made me poor. Alright? Let's see what's next. And that's the comments that I got below. You can still buy those games. In this case, we are specifically paying to get a test. To get to test the game, you pay money instead of waiting. Anyone has the option of waiting until release to play the tested and refined game at launch. You are paying money to test a game. It's all about the hype. We all jump into the game. No one has any idea what the fuck is going on. The best memories are at the launch days. It creates the best roleplay and fun times on any game. The launch game, the launch days is where everyone is running around like idiots, making fun of everyone, right? That's the golden times on every single fucking game. That's the whole point. In 2 years, that's when it's gonna be released. What's the point then? Because no one will give a shit. Replies from him. I played Dark an EA launch and cannot remember remember it at all. I played on Ark launch and I do remember it was the best moments of my life. My life. 600 hours. Had a blast. But it was playable. It wasn't that bad. It was playable. I played it on official launch, which I didn't because who cared? Whatever. Ark went full launch. Whatever. Hyped is down. Who cares? With the new official server, those first couple of weeks are some of my memorable in-game. Good for you. Hyped is over. You are just a fanboy that's been sitting over there waiting for the game to get released for 3 years. Nice. Everything before official was thrown away. Time. When it dropped officially, everything was real and matter. No, really. Matter what? Everyone knows the game. What it does? What matters? The progression that you're gonna keep forever until they wipe the server again. The official servers they never wipe, but yeah, it matters. Yeah, you're missing the point though. The first time that everyone opens the game and no one has any idea, that's the golden times. That's when everyone is joining the game, everyone is at the same level, everyone has no idea, and you play the game. Why should I play the game in 2 years when everyone will know everything about the game? Because they've been testing the game forever, and me being a fucking noob, getting harassed by the people that they've been trying the game for like ages. Now, fun for me. I don't know about you. Right now for Atlas, nothing has any permanency or value. Yes, value your time with fun time. Doesn't matter if it gets wiped. You are opening the game to have fun. I paid for the game and I want to get the fun out of it. That's my value. It's entertainment. Right? If my ship hits a fish and explodes, whatever, it's not whatever. You paid with your real money to play a game. And it matters because you want to progress as much as the game allows you to progress. And from that point on, create your own fun. We are expecting not a fully launched game, right? But not in an unplayable stage. That this is, for me, is unacceptable. In a paid game, you paid. Value your fucking money. That's what I do. That's what I value. I value my fucking money. If my company is run over by Chinese, meh, Good. Nice waste of money. I'm glad you enjoy throwing your money away. Until launch, I'm just playing to find bugs and try stuff out. I could do that for free. If they give me the game for free, I will 100% be able to do that. Even though I did get the game for free, didn't pay a single penny, still, it wasn't free for everyone. So I'm speaking for everyone, not me. I got the game for free. I shouldn't complain. I can test it. I can do whatever I want, right? And I shouldn't complain. I'm just speaking in behalf of others. That's the whole point. Then we have the Mr. Clever over here, giving references to my coffee example that he didn't get it. He was like, was the coffee early access? And I knew that going in, that is likely wouldn't be perfect right away. Did my coffee was early access? You are fucking missing the point, brother. You are missing the point. If I'm gonna go and taste the coffee, if I'm gonna go and get a coffee sample, they don't tell you to pay for that. You are like, hey, I've never tried your coffee. Would you mind giving me a test? A test sample. Where you drink a little bit and you're like, it's alright. Yeah, I can pay for it. There you go. Make me the coffee that I literally just tried and tested, give it to a full coffee, like on a game, a full launch. So if you are testing the game, should be for free. When the game launches, you pay money. That's the logic behind. He really doesn't get it, right? My replies, well, wasn't free. For sure to taste it before I gave my money. You're missing the point here, obviously. Your complaining is shit. Coffee is an established thing. This game is not being sold as an established thing. Yeah, is being sold. You are selling a product. That's the issue. That's my point that these people are not getting. Just because you don't understand what early access is, doesn't mean you've been misled. It means you were ignorant. He throws me an ignorant that I don't know what the hell is early access, right? Let me show you for a second what I wrote down below. You're gonna love it. Do I know how to read? It's my second language, so I'm trying my best to learn how to read. I'm working on it. It's not easy knowing two languages. Braille. What the fuck is that? No, I don't. Hopefully, Mr. Homie, you're not being a doofus, alright? No, I don't know. I mean, I've seen them before, I just don't know. And I have a feeling that if I go and try to translate it, it's gonna be something that I'm not gonna like. So shall we do that? I'm in the middle of a very serious conversation with myself right now. All right, let me translate. Let me see. How can I translate it? Converter, all right. Because I'm not going to show it to my screen for obvious reasons. Can I translate this one? Go. Nah, I don't know. Is that hello? How should I know, brother? I think that means hello. I'm not sure. You tell me, all right? All right, continue with the conversation. So he said about the early access with this shit over here, right? If you want to use coffee, imagine a world where coffee doesn't exist yet, but you want to try to create a smooth drink that helps wake people up. There is a million of combinations out there, and then he started ranting about the ins and out of the how to make and so on and so on, and they're gonna do a lot of testing to figure it out what is the best consistency for the coffee, right? And I'm like, you are missing the point. A test or a taste sample, it's free. That's the point. You are like whooshing over here, whooshing left and right. They are not getting it. Then I hit them with a golden comment that I don't even know where's my mouse. What the fuck? There we go. I hit them with a golden comment. You don't pay samples. You get them for free. Same with alphas. Either don't launch alpha or beta games at all and pay testers to test your game or launch it unfinished for free. Common sense. Calling me ignorant when you don't even know how basic logic works. Keep dropping your standards down and you will never see better games coming out. Hello, by the way. Hello to you too. I didn't even pay for my games, and I'm defending those that they do pay their game. They're paying with their wallets. Played and tested over 400 titles the past 3 years, from demos to fully AAA titles such as Tomb Raider and so on. Let those who know what they are talking about to talk, and you may get some knowledge out of it. Sometimes it's okay to not be biased and look the game as a third person. Have a wonderful night. I'm done with even trying to point the obvious. These people are not getting it. How do you expect moving forward in the future to get good games if you allow them to launch such a shitty titles? If it's an alpha or a beta, it should be 100% for free. If you don't want to have your game that you worked so hard, you are going to launch it full launch, not alpha, with people that you paid to test your game, to get it to a stage where it's 100% playable, aka Ashes of Creation. They open up the servers to everyone, free to play, testing the game. Someone knows what's up, right? Hello? Like, hello? I think they realized they really had something when Snowball hype kicked off. They don't want this opportunity to slip out of their hands. So they busting their asses. Should have been released in a better state, but lots of major improvements over holiday break. So kudos to team. Keep it up. Don't piss the chance away. Like, no, no. Because if you give them the pass of, oh my goodness, very good, in the first few days, you fixed a lot of things, but still is not in a playable stage. Kudos to you, team. No. Give them the responsibility of launching the game, even in an alpha, free stage, in a playable stage. They didn't even test it. They're like, oh, Christmas is coming out. A lot of people have money. Okay, let's launch it. No. No. Alright? No. I don't accept. No. If someone fucks up, when they put money in front of their game title, expect to get shit on. Do everything is possible and get the responsibility of launching that game that has a prize pool in front of it. Make sure that it's perfect before you release it. That's the standards that I have. I'm gonna buy a game and it's gonna be 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? Not in a playable stage and having these idiots defending the games. What do you do? Hello? Wake the fuck up. Starting from the 2017, 2018, going to 2019, and we're still getting shitty titles. I named few of them before. We got Fallout 76, got a backlash. We had No Man's Sky, got fucking attacked by everyone. Why do still people defending their favorite titles, which is copycat of Ark? No, call them out. It's ridiculous. I cannot stand these people, man. It's pissing me off. Because it shows how irresponsible people are. Or how, I don't know, unprofessional, I would say fucking normies they are. I don't know how to call them. I'm a person that, I'm 26 years old. I've been playing games since I was 7 years old, sitting on this desk with my desktop computer, fucking try-harding my shit out of it, you know. Played so many games. The past 3 years, I've tested and I played 400 games. Out of the 400 games, I cannot even imagine how many good games I actually found. What, 3, 4? At the max? Out of the 400? Hello? Like, what are you doing? It got me mad, man. I'm fucking raging. I went to sleep and I was like, man, I'm fucking pissed. I'm fucking pissed. Refresh the comment where he referenced your coffee refresh. What do you mean? This reference my coffee over here. Refresh this. What do you mean? Are you talking about this? That he did references for me? Refresh the page and look at it. Na 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 na. Na na here. Super Emperor. There is a difference between early access and alpha test. In early access, you get a game that is mostly complete, but may not be complete in balance, or a little bit of side features. Wait, a little bit of the side features may not be finished. Alpha is when the game is fucking broken and barely playable, which is correct. You get the alpha, which is fucking unplayable, and then you have the beta, which is almost ready to go for launch, right? Atlas launch in an alpha stage. It's incomplete and barely playable, and people should get it for fucking free if they want to help find bugs, not waste their own hard-earned money for it. Exactly. You get the game, the first stage that they go to alpha, couple of alpha stages, so they can make it playable. Once they make it playable with the core mechanics of the game, it goes into beta, where they start doing, a lot of testings. They implement features, they remove features, and balancing the game, and all of that, right? Understanding that in beta that you have the animations and everything, everything is almost complete. That's the beta. And now we are having the alpha. which is a fucking broken mess, that it should be 100% for free. I will understand if I'm going to pay for a beta, which is an almost finished game. I will understand that. And they want us to tell them our feedbacks, the people that they care about the game, the people that they put money into the game, and they want the game to launch good. I will understand that. In an alpha stage, having a prize pool, fuck off. Fuck off. Give me a fucking break. And that is the comment about the Reddit. I think then I went to another place and I did another comment and alright. Thanks. Reddit. I think I left another comment, someone else pissed me off, and I'm like, oh, Jesus. This is the quality of brain cells I'm dealing with every day. There we go. So, I went and I made a comment about a post about bad selling system. If you played a little bit of if you played Ark and Atlas, you will see a huge difference between the sailing system that they have. Especially if you played a little bit of Sea of Thieves, that they do have the wind mechanics, which is very nice. It works well. The way that you're sailing, you press E on the sails, and then you move them around without, looking around and sailing around. When you go and play Ark, you have literally on the raft, the same raft that they have in Atlas, you are steering that. So you have your sails and you are steering your raft, and that's how the sails, they are moving accordingly. And let me tell you that, brilliant, amazing, the way that the sails and everything, the movements, everything on Ark, on the raft, amazing. You jump into Atlas and you are like, you need to go to the sails, hold E, and choose what degree you want the sails to go. Then the sails rotate to a specific area. While you rotate, the wind changes, depends where you're looking at. You don't have a steering wheel or something that you can steer it. You have to be on the sails and keep up, have a look on the wind while you have the big circle with all the degrees around, so you don't see anything. So you're just staring at the sails while you cannot do anything. And I said, this is horrible. This is absolutely hideous. You have to do something about it. Allow us to steer it so we can see around and chase people or run away. This steering weird fucked up shit, don't do it. And I said, I played countless hours Ark, and one good thing I would say is how nice and smooth is the sailing in Ark. Jumping to Atlas and making my first raft and trying to sail, it was absolutely horrible. You have a very well done sailing system in Ark where the player can drive the raft anywhere he wants and so on. And then you have Atlas having some wind mechanics that makes no sense, making the sailing horribly difficult for exploring the map and chasing players or anything else due to how it's working right now. This could be easily fixed by removing the mechanics completely and allowing players to drive the raft as you have in Ark. If you want the wind to factor as well and work as a proper wind, then keep it, and if players decide to go against the wind, then they will not be able to move as fast as going with the wind. Physics. But for the love of God, let's not focus too much on trying to sail the raft and more into exploring and PvPing. I see players not complaining about it, but for me, that's unplayable, which it was unplayable. because I was staring at my sails on my full screen while I was looking left and right. If anyone is following me, then the wind was changing again, so I need to do the decreasing again. I'm like, dude, imagine chasing someone with your raft versus raft. You wanna, steer it, chase each other, and have your players using their arrows, some PvP mechanics. Nope. Do you agree? Then I vote this to get some attention, and then you come over here and they're like, well, the raft fucking sucks nuts, but the sloop is a whole different game. And again, okay, it's fine. Let it suck. Suck as being slower than a sloop. Not sucks as literally raft is unplayable. There is a reason the raft sucks. It's a starter vehicle, and it's fine. And it's fine. It should be slow. It should be bad. People should not choose that one, but don't make it unplayable. It was fucking unplayable. I don't know how the fuck players managed to drive that shit. When you see a rock and you are like, I want to go there. Like, you see it and you're like, I want to go there. If the wind is against you, you are not going to that rock, no matter what. Brother, ain't moving your ass over there. It doesn't matter where is the wind. You are not going that way. And I'm like, but that's where my base, that's where I want to build, but the wind doesn't help me. What am I going to do? All right, raise the sails and wait for the wind to finally rotate or some shit like that. I'm like, that's just hideous. Imagine getting chased by someone. That's bad. Let me move. Let us move both, because we are going against the wind, and just being slowed down, not literally stable. Even moving backwards. At some point I was moving backwards. I'm like, what? My sails are looking that way. Why am I going the other way? Whatever. And a kind of sailing simulator. It's a pirate game. Yeah, it's a pirate game, not a sail simulator. That's the two different things. Sail simulator, 99.9% of the time you are sailing. Like, you are literally sailing. Like, rotating the sails and working on the sails and doing everything only for sails. And when you play a pirate game, you have 5% of sailing and 95% of pirating, PvPing, exploring, surviving. It's not a sailing simulator, because that's how it looked like. The second I went to the sails, I was like, yeah, huh? It was like going back to school, trying to figure it out, angles and winds and physics, and like, I'm like, what? Hello? Don't get me wrong, raft will always suck compared to other ships. But don't make it unplayable. At least allow the raft to have a sort of wheeling power, not just sailing. For sure, it will be slower than others, with less speed, but does it really need to be that bad? I haven't had the chance to make a better boat since I quit after seeing a crocodile flying and my raft being stuck because it was no way for it to do 180 degrees and go the other way because of the horrible mechanics that I mentioned. If you ever played Ark, you will 100% see the difference on sailing. Ark is so smooth with 100% enjoyable and so smooth and 100% enjoyable, while Atlas sailing with the same raft being horrible and unplayable. I'm not quitting the game, I'm just taking a break until they fix it. If you really had no complaints about the raft sailing, then we probably played two different games. That's pretty much it. The answer is to get good. They hit you with the get good, Blue. I have sailed countless sails on both big ships and rafts, both with the wind and against the wind with no trouble. Well, we definitely played two different games because that wasn't the case for me. Unless you finish school with A plus on physics, congrats. I didn't. I was doing other stuff, not physics. I don't understand physics. I didn't study it. I'm playing a fucking game, right? It works perfectly for me, just like in real life. It's a video game. Don't you ever. Don't you ever. When I play a fucking game and people they say, just like in real life. No. Don't. That's bad. In real life it's bad. It's just like fishing in real life. Yeah, it's bad. You spend 8 hours getting one fish. That's bad. Right? If the wind is against your favor, gotta wait normally, log out for like 15 minutes, or just wait and it changes. I'm in the middle of the battle. I'm being getting chased by crocodiles, by fucking lions, 3 ships, and a ghost ship. And you are telling me that it is okay for you to just log out for 15 minutes until the wind changes. You know about video games, friend. Moving on. Tagging. I don't know what is tagging. I tried that earlier, but the wind angle would not cooperate with me. Thank you, brother. It seems that we play the same game. It seems that we play the same game, friend. Perfect. You can flip your sail from minus 175 to 175, and it will whip back and forth, catch some wind, and then even out. Yeah, that's literally a sail simulator, changing the angles of my sails and some weird shit in order to go forward against the wind. And so, why does it need to be that complicated? Keep it simple, right? Keep it simple. I go against the wind, I am 50% slowed down. I go to the wind, I get 100% speed. That's simple. Simplicity is the key. I don't need to hold D on my sails and rotate the things and chase the wind. I want to go that way, right? That's it. It's simple as that. I tried that multiple times and was still dead in the water. Had some other people at the time that were all they are already going with the wind and stop dead in their tracks. So at this point, I think it was a bug, possibly with the network connection, but not sure since people were typing, but also people could not craft at the time. So really think it was a network issue. Might be a network issue. It was unplayable, whatever it was, that thing. I was literally dead there, no moving. Like, oh. But thanks for the info. I knew of that, but I'm sure others didn't. So thanks again for your help, I guess. I guess it's my network. Boo-hoo. You have to bear in mind that a sail like a raft isn't going to point very well at all. A simple masted square rig is only going to point like 75 or so degrees of the wind. Once you move out to multi-masted ships and triangular, handling says you can point much better. Okay, I haven't had the chance to go to that point because the rat was unplayable. And that is my comment and my complaint. And I got downvoted. I mean, it's an issue. Raise the awareness of the fact that the sales is bad. They need to work on it and make it less simulating and more action-based. Right? I don't want to worry about the wind rotating on me all the time. If I want to go that way, I want to go that way. That's my complaint. I hope you agree or disagree.